Showtime. It's showtime. It's showtime. What is happening? Facebook, social media land. Hey, check this out. Having a little bit of fun tonight. I wanted to jump on and do a live. For those of you that don't know, I am just absolutely cray cray about learning how to trade Forex. And if you don't know, I'm also can get you hooked up with one of the coolest Forex trading education platforms on the planet. Just to reiterate, no, it is not a network marketing company. It's an actual education platform with 15 experienced, highly qualified educators that are going to teach you how to trade if you decide to enroll. There's no contracts. It has a monthly tuition. Very, very cool. But what I wanted to show you, the thing that I get a lot, and the reason I think people hesitate to enroll is they're confusing the education with actual trading. And one thing I want to say is that the education platform has a monthly tuition that comes along with it. But the cool thing about it, as you're learning to trade, you've got a couple things. One is you open up a demo account, and they'll teach you how to do all that stuff, right? They teach you how to do everything. You'll open up a demo account to learn how to trade, so you don't have to use your own money to practice, which is cool, right? Which is very, very neat. They're also going to they have an additional app that you can subscribe to that actually will feed you trade ideas from the educator. So as you're actually trading, learning to trade, right? Learning to trade, you can look at the trade ideas and put those trade ideas into practice based on what you learned from the education platform. Using the app, you can put those two together. Then when you actually open up your live trading account, which you'll notice in the subject line up there, it says you can actually start with $50. And I'm going to show you why you don't need a lot of money to open up a Forex trading account. Now, I'm going to throw up an income disclaimer there. There's absolutely no guarantee that you'll ever make a dime. Past performance or anybody else's performance doesn't guarantee that you're going to do anything, because you've got to show up, you got to pay attention, you got to learn, you got to put all the stuff, you got to put in the risk management they talk about. It's 90% mindset and it's actually 10% application. You've got to do that. So I'm going to put out an income disclaimer. Nobody's guaranteeing that you'll make a dime, because nobody knows who you are. You can't do what I do. You can't do what someone else does, no more than any kind of other career is going to guarantee you anything as well. So I want to do this. I'm going to screen share. If you don't know me, I do a lot of screen sharing because I like to use tools. I'm going to screen share this calculator. It's off the calculatorsite.com. I actually Googled Forex compounding calculators, and I came up with this one. It's a pretty cool Forex compounding calculator. If you want it, just reach out to me, let me know, and I'll get you the link. It's not top secret. It's out there on the inner tubes, so that you can have it out there on the internet. But if you're chiming in, if this is the first time catching me, you don't know me, my name's Forrest Knight. I'm a social media marketing strategist. I basically love helping people make money. Just bottom line, if I can help you make money, I love it. I grew up stupid poor on welfare food stamps in the projects with empty refrigerators at the end of every month. That's why I always end up, no more empty refrigerators at the end of my closings, because it sucks not to have food. And I'm not talking about food you don't want to eat. I'm talking about just having no food. You open it up, there's just like a light bulb in there, and that's it. And maybe some ice cubes in the ice cube tray. And if you're lucky, you might have some of that Wick peanut butter that there's absolutely no way you can even get out the can. It's so hard. So, and I say it a little bit jokingly, but it just really hurts my heart to think that there's actually still people running around the greatest country in the world that's like that, especially now with the economy just going cray-cray and gas prices are stupid. And if you notice, I'm going to change subject a little bit. You notice when gas prices go up, the price of milk goes up too. Like, it's almost like, I bet you milk's probably $4 a gallon right now. Anyway, let me come back to this. I'm going to show you this Forex calculator. I want to show you, and you can go and play with the numbers, and I'll explain why I set this up this way. I'm going to show you how to start out with $50. So if you have $50 in a live account, in your demo accounts, when you go and you play the demo accounts, you learn how to do this in the trading platform. Reach out to me if you want to get enrolled. If you want to walk through the dashboard, I'll show you all the stuff that's in the dashboard. You need to make sure you can plan yourself, maybe 3 or 4 hours a week to learn how to trade, just like you would go to any other school. You're going to have to learn how to trade. Then the actual trading itself is very neat. Also, invitation to join us Tuesday as a guest. Join me Tuesday in our trading team, Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. if you'd like to. We'll trade live, and you can get in there and see. It's just so cool. The energy is cool. It's fun. You can hear the cha-chings going on and people just in there trading. It's very, very neat. That's Tuesday mornings. If you'd like to jump on with me, let me know. Shoot me a message. I'll get you login credentials to jump on the Zoom and come in. It is not recorded, so you can't get a recording and join later. It's on Tuesday. If you want to come in as a guest and check it out and see if this might be something for you, let's do that. So let me go do the screen share here. I'm excited about this, man. I'm telling you something. 59 years of being alive, run around the planet. I wish I would have learned this stuff earlier. I can't even, man. Matter of fact, we just a local, I'm going to call him a kid. He's 21. He just jumped in learning how to trade. And I can't, just being able to go back to 21, knowing what I know about being in his shoes. If he actually puts this to work, by the time he's my age, he literally could be a billionaire. Seriously, his life's going to be completely different if he actually focuses and takes off his 21-year-old brain and just focuses for a little while. He's going to learn so much. So I'm really excited to see where his journey is going to go. It's going to be really, really neat to see him just grow up in the financial and learn how money works and be able to change the legacies and create legacies for his family. That's, who knows, it's going to be different for him. So here is the Forex compound calculator. I don't know if you can see the link up here, but it's the calculatorsite.com. If you just Google Forex compounding calculator, it'll bring this up. There's another one that comes up I didn't really like. It didn't give you the functionality of this one. I like this one a little bit better. So you'll see it has the different types of currencies up here to the top. Of course, I chose US dollar. And I'm going to start out with $50. And I'm going to show you this two different ways. And I want you to think about this. We're starting out at $50. Basically, the way this works, as you open up a trading account, you're going to go find a broker and you'll get some guidance on and some help on which broker to choose and so on and so forth. And you'll learn about that. But you'll actually open up a live account and you'll put some dollars in it, right? You'll put some money into that account. It can be $50, $200, whatever, right? The educators teach you how to trade crypto and oil and gold. One of my favorites, golds. If you didn't see my post I put up this last Friday, I got some pretty good cha-chings from some gold, which is so cool. I love trading gold. I don't know why. It's just one of my things. You'll find a couple of currencies you like to trade. It might be the yen against the dollar. It might be the pound against the euro. It might be the euro against the Australian dollar. Who knows, right? It might be the Swiss franc against the US dollar. It just depends. It might be the New Zealand dollar against the Australian dollar. You'll find some pairs that you like to trade for whatever reason, right? And you'll have a style of trading that you like to trade once you start learning to trade. So I put $50 in here. Percentage wise, we're just going to say that you gain 5% on this. And now you'll notice I put monthly here in this area because I don't want to I can do weekly, but I want to choose monthly, but I'm going to do the compounding on a weekly basis, right? And you could probably do it either way. I think the math is going to work out fine. And we're going to start this out for the first month. I'm just going to put in 1 month, right? And I'm going to hit calculate. Now, we don't need to do the additional money. We're just going to do this with $50. I'm going to hit calculate. And you'll notice that I have a whopping $52.55 total earnings here. I think I did something 1 month weekly, 5%, $50. Gave me $2.55. I think I just did something wrong here. Let me see. Start out $50, 5% compounded. Oh, I did it wrong. Weekly and then monthly. There we go. And then hit calculate. There we go. That's better. So basically the way that works is, so the reason I chose weekly, because there's 5 trading days when you're trading Forex. The Forex market opens Sunday evening at 5 p.m. Eastern and goes to Friday evening at basically 4 p.m. Eastern. So there's 5 trading days that you can trade, or basically a week. So that's why I chose weekly. You can't usually choose days because that throws it off. But if you started out with $50 on Monday, and on Monday you were able to increase your $50 by 5%, right? And you did that for 4 weeks in a month, right? You ran it over a month time frame, which is about 4 weeks. At the end of 4 weeks, you basically have $60.83. So I'm going to move this. Now that's month 1. Keep track. Somebody put in the comments month 1, right? $60.83 after 1 month. But you're saying, Forrest, that's not a lot of money. So let's do this again. Hopefully I'm calculating this right. So I did it now. Something is not working right here. $60.83, 5% a week. Compounding monthly. I think I'm doing that backwards. Let's try this the other way around. Percentage monthly, 5% a month. I just did this earlier. I should have practiced on it. Give me 1 second. I'm going to figure this out to get my brain working. So it's $60.83. Let's go back to 50 bucks. I want to make sure I'm doing this right for you guys. So 5 times 5 is 25. So that's $2.50. That would be the first day. That would be 1 day. Compound number of months. 5% a day. Compounding weekly and 1 month. There we go. Here we go. That's the math. So it's actually daily since there's 5 days in there. So it's 5% a day. You're doing it for 1 month. It's a week. It's going to compound on the week. And the reason you do this on the weekly versus the daily, it doesn't really matter how many days you have in there. It's going to compound. So it's 5% a day over a week's time frame. So it's 5 days. It can be 5 days or 7 days, however it works. And you're going to run it for 1 month. So that's going to give you $184.12 at the end of the first month. So we'll go 184.12, right? 184.12. Now that's not you again. This you start out with 50 bucks, right? You're up $134. Let's hit calculate. So now this is the end of month 2. You're now $677. Now this isn't your own money. This is someone else's money because you've learned how to trade. You put it in there. You started out with $50. You're at $677.97, $677.99, $677.99 at the end of month 2. Let's roll into month 3. We're going to let it roll for a month. So we're at the end of 90 days. We're at $2,496.57, $2,496.57, $2,496. We're letting it compound right at 5% compound. Now the end of month 4, you're at $9,193. In 4 months, you started out with $50. I want you to understand this. Now I'm going to throw an income disclaimer out there. This isn't going to work this way every time because there's things in there called lot sizes, depending on what size lot, what pair you trade, and there's some other math that goes into it. But basically, if you could earn 5% a day, right, starting out with $50. So let's change this around, right? Let's go $50 and let's do 5% a week, right? Let's do 5% a week. It's going to compound. It's going to compound weekly, and we'll say monthly for 1 month. And let's calculate, right? So now it's not a lot. I'm at $60 at the end of that time frame. If I just did it 5% a week instead of 5% a day, let's say I just traded 1 day a week, right? So let's say I traded 1 day a week, but I started out with 200 bucks, right? I started out with $200, and I'm only going to trade 1 day a week at 5%. And I'm going to calculate. So now my 200 is 243.33. 243.33. Hit calculate. Now I'm at 296.05. That's at the end of my second month. And this is compounding. This is compounding monthly. But what if it compounds weekly, right? This compound it weekly. All right. Now I'm at $300 at the end of week 2, right? I'm at the $300.62. You can play with this calculator any way you want to. So every week, I'm going to work 1 day at 5%, right? And I'm going to let the compound weekly, right? Now I'm at $371. So as you can see, when you're putting money into your account, when you open up your trading account, you're going to start out with your initial $50, right? And depending on how you grow that in a particular trading day is going to be the percentage of growth. Most of the time, the educators are going to teach you to grow your money 1% to 3%. Some of them will max out at 5%. But think about that. If you could grow your money 3% every single day, so you start out with $50, and if you have a Google Sheet, you can put it on Google Sheet. So you start out at 50 cents, $50. You amortize it by 3%. What is that? Now you have 5 times 3 is 15. So you have $51.50. Now the next day, the day number 2, right? The day number 2, you've got $51.50 times 3%. That number is going to get bigger on day 3. It's going to get bigger on day 4. It's going to get bigger on day 5. So that's your first week. You've made X amount of dollars. Now the next week, you're starting with that bigger number and you're compounding that at 5%. On day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10. Day 10, you're at a different number. Day 11, you're at a bigger number. Day 12, you're at a bigger number. If you compound that and run that across, and you just keep going and going and going and going, at the end of 120 days, starting out with $50, if you follow the rules and the guidelines that the educators teach you in this platform and you stick to the rules and you stick to the risk management and you don't risk more than you can burn and light on fire, as they say, if you can't risk it, I got my alerts, my trading alerts going off there. If you can't risk it, then don't spend it, right? This isn't a get rich quick lottery deal. This is something that you can learn a skill. Once you learn the skill, you can actually use it and run it for the rest of your life. I'm actually going to go in and basically do what I just said. I'm going to create a compounding calculator, compounding deal on a Google spreadsheet, because I just like to see the way it runs, and I'll run it out there. And if you guys want to see that, just shoot me a message and I'll get you the Google Sheets calculator, how it works based on just 5%. What if you made more than 5%? What if you made 20%? What if you made 50%? What if you took that $50 and let's say you did 20%, right? That's $10. So the next day it would be $60, right? And then say the next day you did 20% of that $60. So now you're at $72 on day 3. So it just depends on what you actually gain per day on that. I'm just saying 5%. So if you'd like to learn more about the education platform, if you'd like to get into this education platform and learn how to trade, the whole point of this was to let you know that you don't have to have a lot of money, one, to learn how to trade, but two, when you actually start trading, you start with some little bitty dollars. We've got a doctor that's one of the students. She started out with $50. She's a doctor. She's like, I'm starting out with $50 and I'm going to work on that. And she grew her account. We got another lady, she works in IT. Same thing, start out with $200. Start with very, very small amounts as she's going. And they run demo accounts alongside it, which is really, really cool. So she can practice over here and make sure that she knows what she's doing. And then she can put it to practical work on the live account and actually start making some money with it. So you can use the demo account as your practice dummy, use the live account as your money maker, which is really cool. My name is Forrest. I love you. I appreciate you. Jesus loves you. If you want more information about the education platform, reach out to me. Let me know. I'll get you all the details so you can make an educated decision to see if it's a fit for you and your family to make your income goals. Jesus loves you. Absolutely nothing you can do about that. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, make an extreme impact, and be a legacy creator. I hope you are too. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.